Hi, if you don't know me, I'm Rachel, and I'm really bad at locking in. So if you guys know like anything about locking in, then you have to really be disciplined and really be like a hard worker, and that's the problem with me, is that I am not disciplined. I'm not a very hard worker, which like in America is like it's like the thing that you need to have or be. It's like Americans are supposed to have like a strong work ethic, and it's something that like I don't really have. Like, I don't want to do a 9 to 5 job or whatever, and I don't really like care that much, which I know sounds bad, but like I'm just not naturally a hard worker, and I don't really care for work or anything. But I am in college right now, and I recently changed my major for the third time. Trying to find something that I can do that like so that'll be worth it. Sometimes like when work feels hard, it's because the work isn't right for you. So maybe that's kind of why I feel that way, that like I just haven't found the right thing, because people say like do what you love, and sometimes it's like, okay, well, I don't love anything, or like what does that mean or whatever. And I like you have to find something that even the challenging parts aren't too bad, if that makes any sense. Like, for example, my major that I just had before this one, it was secondary education, and it's some type of science. It was earth and space science. And I decided to drop that one and change it again because like the science classes I was actually, no, I'm technically in the semester right now. I withdrew from the one course. Well, I'm going to, but the science courses are like hard, like even the 200 level ones. I know I may not be your opinion. You may think they're really easy, but for me they were like hard. But I think it was because I wasn't like into it. I wasn't as into it as I thought I was. So therefore, like I wouldn't want to read the book or anything. And I feel like if you're not willing, even on your bad days, if you're not willing to like sit down and read the textbook or whatever, if that feels like a chore to you, or at least it's not enjoyable most of the time, then I feel that like that's not right. So yeah, that's kind of how I felt with teaching. It just kind of felt that like it felt like a chore, but it also felt like on my bad days that I just couldn't do it. And I know that like when I'm older, you have to think of realistically. When I'm older and wouldn't be a teacher, like right now, I would just not do the work. I just wouldn't hand in the work. I would like hand it in days, weeks late or something if I just didn't want to do something. But like if you're an actual teacher, then you can't really do that. Like you'll get fired. And that's like really bad if you're a teacher. But yeah, I feel like where am I going? Okay. Yeah, I feel like even on your bad days, you have to at least tolerate it, or be able to tolerate it, if that makes any sense. So that's why I kind of didn't want to be a teacher, also because I feel like it just doesn't vibe with me. Like there were other reasons why I wanted to be a teacher, like for example getting my summers off, but also because there's lots of teachers that surround me, like my parents are both teachers. Well, like they're retired, but you know, I know a lot of teachers and stuff, and I knew what to expect, and I have like anxiety, so I don't really always want to do things if I don't know what to expect. And I feel like if I wanted to be a teacher, then okay, cool, and I'll know what I'll be doing. That's the thing with life though, is that like you can't always do something just because it's in your comfort zone. Like just because, okay, teaching would be like in my comfort zone, but do I really want to do it though? Like yes, my comfort zone, but will it make me happy? Like no, probably not actually. It probably will be, I probably won't even, I don't even, here's the thing though, is I don't even really care about learning anything. I just want to be a teacher because it makes me comfortable, like thinking about, okay, like yeah, I know what to expect, and I get my summers off, and maybe because I don't know, I think science is kind of cool, but other than that, I'm not really willing to learn anything. And this kind of, as a teacher, you should be willing to learn, if to teach, if that makes sense. I think it does. So yeah, so I decided that teaching is just not where I should be going anymore. And that's fine. Sometimes it's hard to like admit to yourself like, oh, okay, well, like is teaching even like something I want to do, or like whatever job you're thinking of. Think about like if you're having a bad day or something. If you're having like a really bad day, you have to think like, okay, what would I be willing to do this job on a really bad day? Or maybe not even like want to, but like as long as you can tolerate it. Like if you can tolerate it, then yeah, that's a good job for you probably. And sometimes that's like the hard thing. So sometimes you don't know what that thing is, which is like really hard to find. And I mean, of course, everyone's gonna have off days, but I'm used to, again, you have to tolerate it at least. But sometimes that job is really hard to find, whatever job that may be. So my new major is communications, and I think it's like organizational communications, which I forget exactly what that all is, but excuse me. It's just kind of like very basic communication that helps with like any job. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. Wait, no, sorry, that's the major I'm taking right now. So that's the major I'm taking right now. And the reason why I'm doing that is basically because I guess I don't know what I want to do that much. Like, and I feel like communications is a great one to be very, very broad. It's very, like, so many employers want you to be good at communicating. So just having a communications degree is, like, people like that, like, managers or whatever, like, seeing that, I guess. I know there's a lot of things you can do with communications, but that's the thing, though, is I honestly don't necessarily know what I want to do, so it kind of leaves the doors open for me. But also, like, the ideas that I do have, I think, okay, could I do this on an off day? I'm like, yeah, honestly, I could. Or at least I think I can. I'm not really sure yet, because I haven't really done that much communication work before. But, yeah, I think it's something that, like, even on my off days, I'll be able to do. And I hope I can, because I don't want to change my major again. It's my third time. I don't want to do it again. But still, the thing is, though, is that, like, I'm not good. I'm not a hard worker. I'm not very good at locking in. And that's the thing, though, is that I think once I, like, really get into communications, then I'll be more interested in it, hopefully. And it'll make it easier for me to be a hard worker and easier for me to lock in, because even on my bad days, I'll still be able to do it. I'm hoping. So yeah, but I think I really have to lock in. That's the problem, is that it's like I don't even know how to lock in. Like, I'm just so bad at it. Like, if I just don't want to do the work, then I just don't do the work, you know? Which I know is, like, really bad. And I'm sort of like the person, like, and as long as I pass, it's fine. It's just, like, not true all the time. So sometimes you actually have to, like, learn. If you're in college, actually learn the material, and I'm not very good at that. It feels like I'm just trying to pass and then just, like, forget about everything and move on and go to the next class or whatever. And that's not, like, good when you're in college. Like, you can do that in, like, for some classes, if it's a gen ed or something. But that's kind of what I was doing with my science courses. I'm just kind of like, okay, I just want to pass this class. I don't even care about the material. Okay, if I don't even care about the material, then why do I want to be a teacher in this? You know, that's what I was just thinking. But I don't know. So, like, if you guys have any, like, suggestions on, like, how to lock in, like, real talk, like, how to lock in, like, that'd be helpful. Because I don't even know how, like, what I want to do. So, if you're struggling with, like, hold on. Yeah, so if you're struggling with locking in, maybe read the comments or something. Anyways, sorry, this went, okay. But yeah, if you don't know what you want to do, then do something broad. Or, like, not do something broad, I mean, major in something broad, yeah. I'm not editing this video, by the way, and my mind is not together all the time, but, yeah, I don't know, things are, like, college is weird and hard and stuff, and it challenges your idea of what you want to do, which is, like, part of the good thing of college is that you're able to change your major. So if you find out you don't want to do something, then you can just change your major. And that's why I'm doing something broad. And if you don't know what you want to do something broad, like, pick up broad majors so that you can like have more options. 'Cause also, if I was getting that oh my god. If I was getting an education major, then I'd be pretty much stuck with those types of jobs. And like, what if I don't want to do that anymore? Like, communications, it's so broad, which is really good. But yeah, I feel like I'd be pretty good at communication. You also have to be realistic with yourselves. Like how I want to be a teacher, but not like sciencey smart. And that's just like the honest truth, you know? It's not like I'm being rude to myself. It's just, you gotta be honest with yourself and be like, what am I actually good at? And I think I'll be good at communications. So I'm pretty good at like public speaking. I mean, maybe not right now because I'm not like scripted or anything. I literally just put a camera down and started talking. And again, this is unedited, so no edited script, no nothing. So yeah, but I don't know. I don't even know if this is even good or not at this point. I'm just talking, trying to like get my point across, and hopefully it's like somewhat helpful, or at least like confirms your ideas or whatever. But yeah, also this may be my first video that I post. I don't know, I'll find out. Oh, you'll find out. We'll both find out later. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to say before I turn it off, because again, I'm not editing this, so I have to like, whatever this video is, it's just, I'm just gonna post it right away, or like post it later, save it and then post it later, whatever. Yeah, I think some of the jobs that I am interested in, like, may legitimately be helped by communications. It may not just be helpful, but, or like, God, no, what am I saying? But like, for example, I want to like look into there was a notification just went away as soon as I reached for it. So that just looked really weird. I don't even remember what I was saying. But yeah, something about communications. I think, oh yeah, like I'm like interested in like communication stuff, I think. So yeah. But yeah, if you're having like questions about like if you think this job is right for you or whatever, and you have like reasons to not think that, like tell me in like the comments or whatever, and we can talk about it. Yeah, just do something. If you don't know what to do, if you don't know what to do, pick a broad major, or like find something that like if you did find something specific, like make sure you'd be able to do it on even your bad days and whatever. Like you're willing to do it on your bad days. Which is really hard to, like I said, really hard to find a job. So if you can't just do something broad like communications, like I am, honestly, I feel like I would want to like, I'd be best at like social media. Like I'm not like thinking I'm gonna go like viral. No one goes viral anymore. That's not even a word. Like going viral isn't even like a thing anymore. Like too many people are on the internet and too many videos get watched. Like people get millions of views every day for like different YouTube channels, and different TikTok users get millions of views every day. So it's like that's not even really a thing anymore, I would say. But I'm not even looking for that. I just like social media and things. I feel like I'd be willing to work with it, and I'd be willing to like, I'm also wanting to model. I want to try to like look into modeling this summer. I don't know how that's gonna go, but it seems something that, like, in my opinion, I feel like I would be okay with doing that, just like even on off days, because I always like, you know, I think it feels fun. It just feels like it'd be fun to do. That's the thing. People say, oh, find a job that you don't feel like you're working a day in your life. Well, it's still gonna feel like work. That's just unrealistic speaking. Just as long as you can tolerate it every day in some type of capacity. You know, that's what I think. And I'm 20, so what the hell do I know? I've barely had any jobs. You know, I'm not like a seasoned, I don't know, I haven't like been living my life for 30 years and know about all these jobs or anything. I'm just kind of talking out my ass right now. It's not a thing about being a teacher, so I don't like censoring myself or anything like that, so I feel like I'd be a shitty teacher. Also, be fired a lot because I would just be on here and just talking like whatever, you know, talking some shit, and you know, people are like, oh, you can't curse or whatever, and I get fired. I don't know. So yeah. So I changed my major for the third time, and yeah, I'm really hoping it's good. I feel like it's broad enough. So at this point, honestly, at this point, I just want to get a college degree because employers like it. That's another thing too, guys. If you don't know what to do, get a college degree, but get a broad college degree because people love college degrees. Sometimes like people don't even care what it's in. It's just like, oh, as long as you have a college degree, it opens you up to so many different doors, which is really nice. So yeah, that's those are basically my opinions. I don't want to say that they're like definites or anything like that. Maybe you're listening to this video and you think you have really shitty ideas, like what are you even talking about? Which, I mean, yeah, you might be thinking that, like I'm completely just talking right now. Like I don't even know. Like I probably sound so stupid, honestly. I'm not even gonna watch this video back. I'm not even gonna watch it back. Because I hate watching myself on video. But as long as maybe like one person found, or maybe like one person this confirmed their ideas or something like that. Like that's fine. I don't even care. So yeah, I'm kind of like trying this out just for fun. I just think it'd be kind of fun to do this. I just want to say what's this like posting videos on YouTube is like. I just feel like it sounds kind of fun. And yeah, that's it.